I got to ask you real quick before you answer here. Is that oil spill messing up my red snappers down there?
Oh no.
The price. Let me put it this way: it hasn't gotten here to Florida yet.
Okay.
It's going to be a long time. It's going to be a while before it gets over here.
How far is it from you?
About 500, 600 miles.
Oh, okay. Well, they got a while. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll let him answer your question. I just want to know.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the questions. I appreciate that.
All right. Now, Keith, listen up. Let him answer to you. Because I know you're way down there in Florida, but hang on. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. Those are great questions, and I think the frustration you pulled out is something that's across the board, whether you're Republican, Democratic, Independent, doesn't make a difference. We're all disappointed about the direction that we've been going, and we're disappointed with the leadership in Washington, D.C., because they allowed this to happen to us. The problem that occurred, the financial regulation industry has for years spent millions and billions upon billions of dollars to buy our representation. And that has allowed them to create the deregulated atmosphere, which allowed them to take our country down this hole. My business was impacted by this economic recession, and I had nothing to do with the deregulation that created this. And many other businesses were the same way. All the jobs that were lost as a direct result of this poor leadership. So this is why, one of the core reasons why I'm running. 2008 was an major impact for me, for my family, for my colleagues, for everybody in this area. And if we're not addressing that, we're not addressing the core issues. And this is why I'm running against Todd, because although I, again, respect Todd, his votes aren't adding up. He just, in fact, voted against the financial reform bill that is trying to address these concerns. One of the key things that it's doing is setting up a consumer financial protection agency. The job then is to focus directly on individuals and persons who are being taken advantage of by the financial system. This is the part that the government works for us. Another thing is doing is putting together a systemic risk council that will allow us to, over the long term, look at the big picture and address the systemic risks that could have been prevented had we talked about them in 2004 instead of having let them occur to us. Another couple concerns that I have, I think leadership-wise, directly apply to this, and this comes down to the deficits. It comes down to leadership as a whole. Todd Platts has always said he is a fiscal conservative, and I don't know that I've seen the results from that, because our deficit, while Todd was in office, went from balanced to trillions of dollars in the hole. We're $2 trillion deficit now, and that doesn't jive with me. If you're fiscally responsible, then we need to be addressing fiscally responsible issues, which is keeping the bills down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought I heard it.
I just want to add in. I just want to put this in. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to blame Obama for our total deficit.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's tried to do a lot of things in a short time, and he's put a lot of things on the table. Mm-hmm. And I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're a Democrat. Everybody that takes those seats up on Capitol Hill took those seats to represent the people of their districts. Now, by them saying, "Oh, well, gee, that's we want to see the Democrats fail," this is the Republicans saying they want to see the Democrats fail, is not flying with the American people.
Yes.
And I'm not speaking just for myself. I know thousands of people that feel the same way I feel. Okay?
Yep.
And here's the deal. Here's going to be the bottom line. It's either this election, people pull their heads out of their butts and start representing the American people,
yep,
who create and make this great nation of ours work, or go without tax dollars.
Yeah.
Because I feel that we need to have a revolution to get control back of our government, because it says in our Constitution, it's we the people, not you the government.
Right.
And if people don't get their act together up from Capitol Hill, I myself want to see a peaceful revolution. I don't want to see a violent revolution like they're doing in other countries. And I really believe that we can stand on the words of our forefathers that founded this great nation. They said no taxation or proper representation. Because when you take that seat and you don't represent the American people and all you want to represent is big business and big corporations, that's not representing the American people. Put you in those seats.
All right. I got to let him know.
All right?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely correct. You know, one of the reasons, in fact, Mike Smelter and I had a joint press conference yesterday to discuss some of those exact issues because we're frustrated with the direction our leadership is going. Okay. And we would like to have the debate on those concerns. I would actually offer maybe Mike, Todd, and I could get together on Monday and present some questions on how we are addressing and we need to address the issues for the 19th district versus some of our other Pennsylvania districts which have done much better jobs-wise, and question why our district hasn't gotten the jobs that, for example, Harrisburg has. So
yeah.
Okay, I got to move along, Keith.
All right, you have a good one, Joe. I love you, Joe.
I just want to tell him one thing. Our buddy Keith, he's a Vietnam veteran also.
Thank you, Keith, for serving.
Todd Platts was here earlier, Keith, so you missed him. So you missed him.
I'm sorry, but one call. I want other people to call in, and I hope other people are saying the same thing I'm saying, because we are really tired of not being represented.
All right, well.
You have a good one, Joe. Love you. Power to the people. Power to your show, man. I love you.
Thank you.
All right.
Wrap it up. All right, what you want to tell them what your platform, whatever she's talking about. Go ahead.
I think we've discussed long enough. Everybody, you understand what I'm running for. It's a leadership issue. As I alluded to just a minute ago, the 17th district, which includes Harrisburg, Lebanon, Hershey, Pottsville, has gotten 5 times the number of jobs since the stimulus package last year versus our district in 19th. The only thing I can see that's different from our communities, is the leadership that's moving for us. And we need to have a serious conversation about how we're going to improve the economy and how we're going to create the jobs that our country needs. So I would hope that Todd and Mike and I can have this conversation and have a legitimate discussion on how we're going to improve these odds for us. So again, Joe, I just want to take a time here to thank you for opening up for us. I'd love to come back every weekend if you want. I'll be happy.
Sure, we'd love to have you. So is that for him or do you want? Okay. All right. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you. I hope everything goes well for you.
Me too.